Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to some maths today for year 3. Today we're still looking a bit at multiplying. We're still looking at the grid method, but we're going to move away from maybe looking at it at just numbers today and look at it in a bit of a context today, kind of like a story, and we're going to try and tell the maths through the story. So in a second you're going to see a question flash up on the screen. I'll give you a couple of seconds just to have a read of it, and then we'll have a look together on the board at how we do that type of question. Okay, just give yourself 30 seconds to have a little look at it. Don't do any maths yet, because I'm going to show you how to work it out and how to lay it out. So just have a look now. Okay, so in that question we can see that we've got some bags of crisps, and inside the crisps there are so many crisps. So inside each bag, so if we imagine we were drawing this out, which is quite handy sometimes to draw out our mass, we had 6 bags of crisps, and inside each bag it said there were 32 crisps. So we have 6 bags of crisps, and inside each one we've got 32. Now today we're going to be looking at multiplying problems, and there'll be something that contains a number inside it. Here we've got bags which have 32 inside it. You might have something different that's got another type of thing inside it. But whatever the objects are, drawing it out just simply like this is a way of doing it. We could draw the bag, and we could think about, oh right, it's got 32 in, and we could actually draw the crisps in there. Okay? Now that is going to take us a long time, okay, to draw each individual crisp throughout, and to do it for 32 and then another 32 and then another 32 and another 32, it's going to take a long time. So just to save us on that drawing the full picture, we can write the numbers inside it. Okay, now once we've got some kind of picture like that, I want you to turn it into a bar model today. Now the bar model for this is kind of similar to what we've got here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to split my bottom bar into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are my 6 bags in that bottom bar there. That's my 6 bags. Okay, and they've each got 32 in. So I'm going to put my 32 there. There's that one. I'm going to move this one into here now. There's my next lot of 32. I'm going to move that one in to there. It's my next lot of 32. Oh, rubbed a bit out there. There's my next lot of 32 there. Rub that one out. My next lot of 32. And my next lot of 32. Okay. And we've then got our bar model. A nice simple model. We don't have to draw the full picture out. We could draw the full picture to start with and then move to the model. The model is a nice, easier way of us looking at it, and a lot more clean and tidy way of looking at it. Now we've got our model here. Now because it's 32, add 32, add 32, add 32, add 32, add 32, because it's that same time each time, we know it's multiplication, okay? It's repeating addition over and over again, which means it's definitely multiplying. And here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know it's going to be 6 multiplied by 32. Now, knowing what we've done the last few days, and if you can't quite remember, have a look back at the last 2 days' videos to remind you, we can do 6 multiplied by 32. Okay? We can draw out a grid. I'm going to go through this one to get our answer, so people can see. You may have remembered this really well from the last couple of days, boys and girls, which is brilliant. So the 6 is going here. My 3 stands for 30, or as we've been saying, it stands for 3 tens. Okay. My 2 stands for 2, or 2 ones. I'm going to move my 30. I've partitioned it into my 30, 3 tens, my 2, 2 ones, and I've got it broken down. I'm going to write in my number sentence that will help me to do this. And I know 6 times 2, oh, I can do that. 6 times 30 I can't do. But if I think of it as 3 tens, I can think of it as 6 times 3 tens. 6 times 3, a lot more easy to manage. Now, you may be thinking, oh no, I don't know my sixes. Just like we said, 6, and then we're going to do our table ladder here. 6, oh, not quite sure. So I'm going to get my fingers ready. I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now, actually, looking at it, I only need to go 3 times. So I've got 6 times 2, 1, 2 is going to give me 12. 6 times 6 times 3, sorry, is going to give me 18. I've then got 18 tens. I know 18 tens going to give me 180. So my answer to that is 180. Quick columns to add it together. And as we said the last couple of days, the columns is really useful just to get in the habit of churning that to that. I know lots of you will be able to do 180, add 12 in your head. That's amazing. But when we get onto larger numbers, it's a bit easier just to have it all written down so we don't lose any of those numbers and make mistakes. 0 ones, add 2 ones is 2. 8 tens, add 1 10 is 9 tens. 1, say I've got like an invisible 0 in here, imaginary 0. It is there, I just don't put it in. 100 add 0 is 192. So I've got 192 crisps inside my bag. So on the next slide is going to be your do it for today. It's only a few questions, but for each question what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to draw the picture like we did to start with. I'd then like you to generate this bar model which will help us to work it out and just to look at the maths. From here we're going to make our number sentence. 6 lots of 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lots of 32. Once I've done that, I'm going to partition. I'm going to create my grid like we've been doing the day before. Okay. I'm then going to do my table ladder if I need to. And I'm going to do my columns. The one bit I've forgotten here is once I've finished my bar, I can say I've got 192 and there's my answer. So every question today should have all of these elements towards it, all of these different bits and pieces. The new bit today is that we're looking at the word problems. We're looking at generating our bar, our picture for that problem, and then we're moving towards a grid. All the questions today are to do with 1-digit multiplication times 2-digit multiplication. So for all of those questions, you're going to get some kind of number sentence that's similar to this. And then from there, you can partition, you can move it into the grid. And that's what you're going to have a look at today. On the next slide, it's the do it. And I think there's 4 do it's on the slide. And on that slide, you'll be able to just work through those questions, pause it at your own pace. The slide afterwards is your answer slide, and on there it will have the answers. Do the workings and keep all your workings like this. If you don't get the answer right, it's really helpful to go back through, where have I made a mistake? Have I not partitioned correctly? Have I not done the right amount? Okay. Have I messed up my columns slightly? Have I not done my table ladder slightly? So keep your workings. Do it on a piece of paper. Keep your workings, and then you can go from there. Okay. If you're thinking, I'm not sure on the grid, go back over the last couple of days' videos and have a go. Right. On the next slide, just pause it and try it. And then when you're ready, press play. Pause it on the answers. And then there'll be another little bit from me on what we're going to do on the apply it today. Okay, hopefully you got on okay with the Do It, boys and girls. Again, if you didn't, work through the questions again, have a look, go back through the videos if you need a little bit of help. Now, our Apply It today is going to come up on the screen now. And it's a why is this not multiplication? I don't want you to work it out. I just want you to tell me, why is it not a multiplication question? Have a look at it now. Okay, hopefully you had a chance to have a look at that. Now, it says Jack has 12 marbles and Ben has 9. So, here's Jack. And we know Jack's got 12 marbles. Ben here. Ben has 9. Again, really helpful just to draw these questions out so we get a bit of a picture inside our head. If at home you've got things like counters, you've got objects, you can do this. If you've got marbles, you could actually do this question and tell me why it's not multiplying. Now, it says how many have they got all together. Now, multiplying, we know, is when we have the same number added over and over again. So if we take, for example, 3 multiplied by 2, we know if we did it on a number line, okay, we would say we had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'd have 3, it would be 6. We could, it's commutative, so we could flip it round the other way. We could have another number sentence which went 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We'd have 3 lots of that. Sorry. 2, 4, 6. So we know that the group sizes that we have are always going to be the same in our multiplying. Here we've got 3 and 3. They're both the same, so we multiply it. Here we've got 2, 2, 2. They're both the same, so we can multiply it. Okay. Here above, we've got one group size of 12 and one group size of 9. If we were going to picture that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. This one's got a lot more here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 and 2 there. 10 and 2 together make 12. Okay, here we've only got 9. It's not commutative because the group sizes, not commutative, sorry, wrong word. It's not a multiplying question because the group sizes are not the same. If they are different like this and we're putting them all together, we would have an adding question. Now, you can work that out if you want to. 12 add 9, quite a nice, easy one to work out. And hopefully, when we do that, we get 21 as an answer. So they've got 21 marbles altogether. But there's nothing in there that is a multiplying question. So hopefully you managed to spot that. Okay, I'll solve it today a little bit different. It's a bit open-ended for you guys today. You're going to generate your own little word problem stories for me. One problem, I've given you the numbers I want you to work with. And number 2, I want you to do however you want to do. So if I, for example, give us this one, we've got 3 multiplied by 13. That's how I'm going to start. I'm going to tell my story. So I've got 3 boxes of oranges. Inside each box, there are 13 oranges. How many have I got all together? I've got 3 multiplied by 13, and I'm going to do a quick grid method to work it out. Okay, I'm not going to go over more of this. It's self-explanatory. You've got to generate your own problems. You can write your own number sentence. We're focusing on 1 digit times 2 digit, 1 digit times 2 digit. You generate your own number sentence. You draw it out. You can get someone in the house to have a go at making one for you, and then have a go at trying to solve it together. Okay, that's it for today, boys and girls. I hope you're enjoying the videos. As ever, give us some feedback if you are, and let us know how you're getting on. And we'll keep going with the videos on a day by day. We're going to try and do multiplying all this week, focusing on the grid method. And then next week, we're going to start to look at division and start to look at that a little bit more. Okay. Hope everybody's well. Talk to you soon. Bye.